So, going around the side of the theater, you can actually enter it. I don't know why you can't go through the front at all. The game just doesn't let you. There's a couple rooms here. Can't do much in this room at the moment. And you can go into here.
Enter and be well. The mysteries of mesmerism are yours for the asking. Approach the master.
Okay.
Make your mind a complete blank. You are getting drowsy. Now, look deep into my eyes.
What a fitting bug to happen right then. Not sure why the screen keeps doing this, but if there's one time I'm happy it did, it's now. Alright then. Not the best hypnotist, but, hey, you know. Oh.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by asleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
A standing ovation for that performance. Why don't we go thank her in person?
Go away! I got a headache.
Alright then. Not the nicest actress. Well, there's a lot more cutscenes in this level than the last one, that's for sure. But what we really need in here is this elevator. Now, this elevator currently not working. However, we can solve that. If we go back around here, I think, if I remember correctly. And now we can go in here, because the show is over. Go underneath the stage. And we enter this room. So here's the instructions for the upcoming puzzle, which you'll see in a moment. This wall, maze of pipes. Everyone's favorite screensaver. And now in a puzzle format. So what we have to do here is we have this hydraulic engine over here. Lift, press, I'm not sure. Whatever. It powers the elevator back top side. And the problem is there's no pressure. So what we have to do, you can't see very well, and I can barely see this, and I'm sure YouTube's not going to make it any easier for you, but each one of these valves has a little black dot on it, as you saw on that poster on the wall. And that tells whether the valve is on or off. So we have to get the water to go from up here to over here without going in any of these dead ends that go into the wall. So the easiest way to do it is, let me just go double check to make sure I read this right. Yep, water flow is on. Lift operates when pressure equals 100. So we have to get this meter all the way to the other end. So this top one here, you might be able to barely see it, but the black dot's at the bottom, so that means it's on. So that one will leave. This one is also on. Oh, clicked it twice. So we'll click that once, and now it's off. And then that way the wire doesn't go down here, because I think actually the best way to do this is to work backwards. But I don't think we want that direction anyway. So this one needs to stay on. This one needs to go off because the wire goes out there, and that's bad. It's a little tricky to make out the order of the pipes here because they kind of blend together, but we also want this one off because this is another dead end. So if we go this way, I think that one we want off, and it goes underneath this pipe, goes over here, up, around here. This one needs to go off, goes over here, this needs to go off, this stays on, this needs to stay on, this one needs to go off because you can barely see, but it goes off screen there. And then down around here, on, oh, of course, the one that we need on is that one, so we need to turn that off. What did I do wrong here? This needs to be off, because that's just going to lead to the wall. This needs to be off. Oh, there we go. Good. Was worried for a second that I screwed that up somehow, but I'm glad that went a lot easier, a lot smoother than the poker puzzle. Now with this, we can actually go up here, and this top area here has a few different things we can do. Luckily I have one of these piano rolls already so I can demonstrate. But what will happen once we get up here is you can see the floor in here. We have the oddest place for a loom ever. Now, however, this is another instance of the videos giving you hints as to what you can do with these puzzles. But basically, the piano roll and this auto loom are compatible with each other because the auto loom works the same way that a player piano does, in that it reads the dots and bumps on a piano roll or a roll of paper like this to generate a picture, as you're about to see here. Which, this is the wrong one. If you remember the radio from the car, you'll know that there's one specific song that we have to look for. This was not it, because you can actually, we'll exit out of here. How do we exit out? Oh, we have to take the roll. You have to click here, not here. Don't ask why. The game's weird in more ways than one, and sometimes not for the best. So we'll go back down, and I'm not going to do it now, but I will, after this, I will edit in the other pictures, because while they're not outstanding or anything special, there's a couple nifty little ones, but there's one in particular that we are looking for, which is the one that I am going to go pick out. So you'll see that if you put this roll back in the piano, and then click on the piano, you can hear the music. So if you remember the radio, this doesn't sound anything like it. So that's not the one we want. So actually what we want to do is put this back in. You can read the title, I think, but I don't know what kind of resolution they expected you to play this at, because even on an actual 800 by 600 screen, it was still too small. So you really just are guessing at which one it is. Nope, that's not it either. Let's put that. Oh, gotta put it back in here. Let's take this one. Put that one in. Nope, that's not it either. Let's try this one.
Not yet.
Oh, didn't load. There we go. That's it. I think that's the one we're looking for. I'm gonna actually, what I'll do is I'll save here just so that I can P7. So that later on, when I go back to edit this, I can go back and forth with the other rolls and show you all the different pictures. There is one Easter egg picture in the bunch. I just can't remember which roll it is. Nope, that glitch again. It always seems to happen on these later levels. I think 3 has a couple messed up color screens like that, and I think level 4 does as well. Regardless, we got the roll that we need, so now we can go back up here and put it in the loom. I have to say we're making a lot more progress on this level than in the last one in less amount of time. I've only been recording for about half an hour, so I have a feeling this could end up being a 3-parter at best. Depends how the maze goes. So that one gave us a very strange set of shapes that don't make any sense at the moment, but they will make sense, and this and the map are connected. Not this way though, but they are for each other. Like, oh, there we go, wrong button. But we can use that with the map. However, can't get into the mine yet. Need to blow away those rocks. But the radio guy said something about a contest to get some dynamite. That's where this telegraph comes in.